McDonald's McNuggets Buddies Masquerade Ball Game. I never heard of this game before it was mentioned on someone's podcast. As soon as I heard about it, I knew I had to find it and get it. This is a 2 to 4 player game, ages 3 and up. It's got actual McNugget Buddy figures to play with, which has always been cool. Always loved the McNugget Buddies. Ever since I was little, I always loved dressing them up. I wish they'd bring them back. Each one of these player pieces have different faces, so it's easier to keep track of which character you are. And once you start putting those costumes on them, it's even easier than ever for even the little ones to keep track of them. So, setup's pretty simple. It'll go through everything, including unfolding the board game. Place it in the center of the table. This thing's so big, you can't just put it on the corner of a table or anything. It definitely has to be in the center. It's big enough to fit on the floor, too, if you got little ones that can't reach the table. And boy, is it giant. It's almost like a giant poster of the cover. It's actually really cool. So we'll move on to place the circular clock dial in the center of the clock tower. Point the hand to the number 1. Don't try to remove the clock tower from the board game. It's glued on there. You definitely don't want to rip the board. Place the 4 souvenir picture cards in the big frame to the right of the clock tower. Place 4 different costume bottoms, bottom, boutique, and 4 plastic costume tops at Top Shop. Everyone chooses one of the picture circles. Keep the picture circle nearby while you play the game. It will help you to remember which McNugget Buddies is yours and what costume play pieces to pick up along the path. Now look at the plain McNugget Buddies. Take the one that's shown on your picture circle. On your turn, spin the spinner. Then move your play piece up the stone path the same number of spaces. Then it's next player's turn. If you land on an occupied space, that's okay. The more the merrier. If you spin the clock tower, don't move your player piece, but turn the dial on the clock ahead so that the clock points to the next number. Make a loud tick noise so everyone knows it's getting later. Then it's the next player's turn. When you land on the bottom boutique, stop there. Take your costume bottom and put it on your player piece. On your next turn, you could spin again. Do the same when you land on the top shop. When you get to the ball, stop there and take a souvenir picture of your own play piece having fun at the ball. Keep the picture near yourself off the game board. Keep taking turns spinning and moving and try to get home to the McDonald's before the clock strikes 12. Winning. If you're the first player to make a McDonald's before midnight, you're the winner. If the clock strikes midnight before anyone gets home, all the play pieces turn back into McNugget Buddies, just the way they looked when the game started. And the game is over. You have to play again to find out who wins. And that's it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward game, and, well, adorable. And I wish I could have grown up with this, but now I can make fond memories of it now. It's a shame that one of the pieces came chewed up. I highly doubt a little kid could do that. Probably a little dog, thinking these things look delicious. They are adorable, after all. This is a cute little fun game. Pretty much anyone could play it. The thing is, when you're playing like up to 4 players, it's really, really hard to make it all the way to the end. I feel like a little bit of played so far. You play up to 4 players. The clock will be almost midnight before you even get to the ball. And even if you're lucky enough to get to the ball, you really can't get past it. Because, as I said, it's really easy. Get that clock to 12. And with the more players you have, the faster it seems like it can go. Because first time I was playing with 4 players, the clock moved like 4 or 5 before barely anyone got their first costumes. So I'd recommend this game more for like 2 to 3 players. But if you want a real challenge for everyone and you got the time, you can go for 4, but just be prepared to start over and over again, because it's 1 in 4 chance you'll hit that clock. This game is not necessarily the easiest to find at a good price, but if you can find one at a good price, I definitely think you should get it. Thanks for stopping by. You could check out our other videos. We review all sorts of things like figures, board games, and much, much more. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and happy Halloween!